for estate planning, a lifetime process. So what is estate planning? Estate planning has always traditionally been thought of as, I have to do my will, I have to do my trust, maybe later in life, when I'm 78, 80 years old, 90 years old. That's how my dad thought. My dad passed at the age of 86. So when he was starting to slow down at the age of 82, 83, he started talking about, Patrick, do I need to put something in place? Stubborn old Irishman, he didn't want to do anything like that. He thought if he went to church, he went to the doctor, went to church every week, and went to the doctor once a year, he was going to live for a long, long time. And he did. But as he started to slow down, he needed to put an estate plan in place. Eventually, we got my dad to create a will. And then as he became a little more open-minded, we created a revocable living trust for him. But what my dad would not do was give up control of the family home, because he said he was never going to go into a nursing home. He said, I'm not going into a nursing home. Unfortunately, where do you think my dad ended up in his final days? In a nursing home, yeah. So that's a slippery slope of life, you know. He had a bad fall, fell out of his chair, had to call the ambulance, off to the hospital, from the hospital to the rehab to the nursing home. And he was ill-prepared. He didn't have protection for my mom and the kids. So we're going to talk about that this evening and talk about ways how to avoid that, okay? So that's lifetime process estate planning. So estate planning is not necessarily for people 80 years old, 90 years old. Estate planning is for everyone. We've created estate plans for folks, kids going off to college at the age of 18, or going off to the military at the age of 18. They need healthcare proxies, powers of attorney, because now they're legal adults, and mom or dad might still be helping them manage their finances, pay their car bill, or their home, their insurance, or they need access to their medical records or their medical prescriptions and so forth. So at the age of 18, they're legal adults, and if mom and dad don't have the proper estate planning documents in place, they're not going to be able to get access to those. So I ask folks when they come to our workshop, think of estate planning more as a lifetime process rather than a transaction or an event.